Let's update you on that breaking news in East Berlin. Crews are still on the scene of a fire at a church there.
Yeah, this is right on Main Street. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Roger Suzanin is there now. So, Roger, any updates for us?
You know, Nicole, I just actually spoke with a parishioner here at the United Methodist Church, and she provided what I think is an extremely important update. She was incredibly emotional. She told me she rushed here as soon as she heard about the fire, and fortunately they were able to save some sacred artifacts from the altar area of the church. They got all of those things out and nobody was injured. That is the good news. The bad news, though, you can see it behind me. This church did suffer significant damage because of this fire. You can see firefighters are still up above the roof right now. That's where a lot of the bulk of the damage is, the upper area of the church as well as the front of the church. And firefighters tell me that there was a power outage in this area around midnight, and then the fire itself started sometime around 4 o'clock this morning because neighbors actually dialed 911. And the good news is that there is a fire department that is just a few hundred yards away. So they got to the area very quickly. They put the fire out and got it under control in relatively short order and stopped it from spreading. And I can tell you that from talking with the fire marshal that the building itself is salvageable, even though it suffered significant damage. As I mentioned, no one was injured, and parishioners were able to save some really important and sacred items from the church. And at this point, the fire marshal says they are looking into what caused the fire and potentially, if there was, perhaps a power surge.
Power was out here for a number of hours, and it came on about midnight, I believe. The neighbor woke up early, saw the fire across the street, and was already getting into the eaves of the roof structure.
And firefighters tell us that they will probably remain on the scene for quite some time. So if you were driving around on Main Street in East Berlin, certainly you may have to find a detour. Reporting live in East Berlin, I'm Roger Suzanin, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.